The TD Podcast. We are your hosts, Tony and Dak, and in today's episode, we are going to be doing our Tailing with TD. For those of you that don't know, this is our bets episode, our bets, our pick'ems, our survivors, the fun episode where we just get to kick back, relax, and just pick games, try to win some money, and banter a little bit. This episode has been one of my favorites. Like, this series has been one of my favorites to record. Um, it's laid back, it's quick, it gives you guys something to do while you're uh, washing dishes or something. I don't know, on the toilet. Don't tell us. Anyways, let's get to the episode. Kicking us off, oh we have our tailing with TD. I don't remember if that's the exact order, but that's what we're doing this week. So for those of you that are new here, we do a weekly bet. We do a over under, a spread, a money line,
Why is it
and
so hard?
an
Why
anytime
is that
touchdown
so
scorer.
hard to hit, guys?
And we are
Why?
0 for 13. We've done so
Like,
bad that I am out of DraftKings money. So
I,
I
I don't know why it's so bad.
I'm no longer taking these bets, but I hope eventually we win some money and you guys. Well, eventually we place a winning bet and you guys win some money out of it. With all that being said, make sure you're 21 or older or 18 or older, wherever that
Yeah.
matters. I don't know. I'm not the government, but just follow your rules.
Follow your rules. Don't
We
do anything dumb.
Yeah, don't be Dak. We have um, we don't have a graphic for this week's bet, but I think I finally cooked one up. I'm pretty darn confident in this one. So I got it on my little sheet of paper here. I dropped it. All right, listen up. Over under. New York Giants. New York Giants. I already choked it up. New York Jets versus Miami. Over 40.5 points. I feel like that's easy. The Dolphins' defense is not that great. The Jets' defense has been wishy washy. Both teams put up, I think, 20 plus points last week, too, in wins. So expect some points in that game. Jacksonville money line. I expect the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat the Colts. Keep that what you will. Houston plus 3.5 over the Chiefs. I personally think the Chiefs are going to lose. I think the Texans' defense is good. I think the Texans' offense is good. My worry is their offensive line. If Chris Jones can have his way like he usually does with offensive lines, that causes some issues because CJ Stroud, like Dak mentioned in our last episode, well, in our recaps episode, um, CJ Stroud gets a little bit of happy feet, loses the ball, throws interceptions, no bueno. But he is really good at throwing in the intermediate, based on last game. If he can continue that and the running game can continue to stay um, solid, I expect them to win. And then last but not least, anytime touchdown scorer in Jamar Chase in his second week with Joe Burrow back. I fully expect him to catch a touchdown against. I don't even remember who they're playing. I don't think it really matters. It's Jamar Chase. You could bet on
Bills.
him. The
The
Bills.
Bills.
Yeah, the Bills secondary is not that great. Um, and it's Jamar Chase we're talking about. I know he's having a down year, but he's been playing with little Timmy from freaking Walmart, and it's not Kurt Warner, right? So he's been playing with everybody and anybody, and he's still one of the best receivers in the league. JSN's having himself a year, but just wait until next year when the Grim Reaper comes back. All I have to say. Um, that was kind of cold. Look at that one too. Our next spot is our survivor picks. So this is last week. Dak and I both won our survivors. As you can see down below, we are both on a win streak. If you are unfamiliar with Survivor, typically the way it's supposed to go is you just try to make it throughout the entirety of the season without repicking a team and always picking the winner. We don't play that way because that's no fun for us. Because Dak would have lost in week
PBR.
3, I would have lost in week 5. Instead, we do it just by streaks and how many games we can pick. Um, so, like I said, we both won last week, pretty handedly, if I'm not mistaken. I know the Jags won by a lot. I don't know what the Titans, the Dolphins game was, but I know they won as well. Um, Now this week, a little bit more interesting. Um, Eagles over the Chargers for Dak, and I chose the Broncos versus the Raiders. I'm a Raiders fan. There is no way in God's green earth that the Raiders beat the Broncos. I'm a firm believer in that.
Almost happened last time.
The Geno Smith sucks at football. He's not good. The Raiders linebacking core, Devin White, great tackler. I can't even say that. He pads his stats in the box score, but he cannot cover to save his life. So if you put anybody in that little area of his around the middle of the field, it's barbecue chicken, as Shaq would say. And their defense is not to be trifled with. The Raiders' offensive line is stunk. Broncos are going to win. Probably not going to be that close of a game, but it's also the AFC West, and stranger things have happened. That's also what I was doing last week, was watching Stranger Things. It's very good. Dak is distracted, but he expects the Eagles to beat the Chargers. I do too, but I'm also unsure because it could be Omarion Hampton's game back, and he could be getting his get back. So it should be interesting.
Saquon Barkley goes for 175 plus yards. Scrimmage yards.
That's going somewhere. I did clip that. We're going to find out. That could be interesting. All right.
Get to these pick'ems because I suck.
Yeah. So, pick'ems. This is where this big dog eats all season long. I don't pick winning bets, but man, am I good at picking them. And I'm sitting at 31-8. That's pretty dang good. I don't think I've lost a game in 4 weeks. I think last week we fact checked that, and it was at 3 weeks. Let me go to our notes real quick. Let me go to our graphics. Bets episodes, pick 'em. I know I'm on a burner.
The Instagram page.
I know I'm on a burner. Oh yeah, quick plug. Go watch out. Go check out our Instagram page. So that's 3. Oh, why is it jumping around? Yeah. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little plug here. Something we've never done here on the TD podcast. We're going to go to Instagram here. That's my personal Instagram. We're going to go to the little search bar right there. We're going to type
10,
the
you went
TD.
3-0. Week 11, you
TD
went
podcast
3-0.
right there.
Week 12,
Just
you
look for
went
the logo.
3-0. Yeah, 4 weeks in a row.
Man. I've only lost 1 game since week 9. I've only lost 2 games since week 6. 3 games since week 4. Week 3 was my last bad week, which was 1 and 2. I'm cooking.
Yeah.
So maybe don't follow our bet. Just throw my pick'ems in there and make that a little bet. Seems to be working. Yeah, your Ravens crapped the bed last week against the Bengals. Joe Burrow decided to come back with his vengeance.
Yeah, I know.
Now for this week's pick'ems, I decided to get a little fun here, a little bit. I think sometimes in the past, Dak has complained that I get the first dibs.
He brings this up every week, guys.
Yeah, and I'm gonna until you decide to catch up. And
4 games behind with like 8 weeks to go. We're chilling. Nah, like
4
5
weeks to
weeks.
go. 4.
This week is week 14.
Yeah, and there's
14,
18 weeks.
15, 16, 17, 18.
Okay, but we've already made our picks this week. That doesn't count.
Well, yeah, and I'm gonna catch up this week. You could lose 2, and boom, I'm only 2 behind.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I've picked some good games this week that could go either way. I've picked 2 could be underdogs. Actually, I think on DraftKings they are both underdogs. I'm throwing Dak a bone here. This is the perfect opportunity for him to come back. He chose the Broncos, the Bills. Now that he might be screwing himself there, I can't lie. And the Ravens. He's double dipping on the Ravens after they let him down last week. Sometimes you can't help stupid. We're gonna see who ends up coming back.
Wow.
See if I can't make my lead a little bit larger, or if Dak finally comes back and closes that gap a little bit. But that was our Tailing with TD episode. Quick, simple, to the point. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know down below what bets you'll be placing, what games you'll be watching, who you think are going to win these games, and what pick'ems you would choose if you were in our shoes. Little bar there. Don't mind if I do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share, and follow us on all the socials down below. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.